this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Croner. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Lions are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Willis. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. Crowder. And got his man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Crowder. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Crowder. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Willis. And this is incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Willis. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. To throw on second down. Willis gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Lions on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. He is going to find Hill here. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Willis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Powers through him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Croner. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Willis. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Willis. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Willis. Complete to Bryant.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st and 10, Crowder going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Crowder. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st down, Crowder. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Willis. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Willis. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Willis. And that's complete to Cooks. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Crowder. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Crowder. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back to throw again. He'll find Metcalf. 7 yards to pick up there. Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Looking to throw. Crowder. Catch is made by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Willis. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Crowder. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Brings up 2nd and 1. To throw on 2nd down. Crowder. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st and 10, Crowder. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And some room to work. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Willis. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 22. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Crowder. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down. Crowder. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Crowder. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side taken in by the tight end Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Willis. That's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Willis. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Come on now. Let's do this.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Detroit, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they suffered just their second loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.